Hi guys, thank you for joining me here today on this video for my weekly weigh-in catch-up. This is week 3 of my weight loss vlog journey. So, how was the week for me? So last week was really interesting because I wanted to make some changes to my diet. I've been plateauing for weeks, for months, and it's really frustrating. I'm following my plan. I'm keeping account of probably about a good 80% of the things that I'm eating. But my weight just wasn't consistently coming down. I would lose a good couple of pounds one week, but the next week I might put a little bit back on and then stay the same and then lose that. And I was just up and down, and it's just so frustrating because I've been like that for a few weeks now. Well, a good couple of months, let's be honest. And I felt that I just had to do something different. So I've been photographing everything that I've eaten, all my meals, and I've been uploading them to Instagram and Facebook. So if you're not on those pages, on those platforms, feel free to follow me. I will put a link in the description, and just have a little look at the things that I'm eating and let me know what you think. And in fact, on my Instagram page, somebody did let me know what they thought, and they said to me, I'm eating way too much ham and red meat. And at first I thought, nah, I'm not. But then as I scrolled through and had a look, this person was absolutely right. So I've made a few changes this week, and it's resulted in a good result, and I'll share that with you a little bit later. So last week I wanted to increase my water from 2 to 3 litres per day to 3 to 4 litres per day, and I've been fairly successful this week. Most days I've hit my 3 litres and a little bit more. So what I did, I went out and bought myself some fancy mugs. This is actually some iced pulp water, and I'm going to talk to you about that a little bit later. So I've been using my fancy new glasses, and they are 400 mils or thereabout per glassful. So I've been having those, and sometimes, you know what, I just need something different just to drink out of, and that'll just boost me a little bit. So this week I have hit 3.25 litres most days, so I'm really pleased with that. I think there's a little myth that the more water you drink, the more you'll go to the toilet. And that certainly was true way back in the day when I wasn't drinking much water at all. And as soon as I increased it, then yes, I was going to the toilet a lot more. But now my body is so used to it, I'm not really going to the toilet any more than I would have normally. And I know that it's doing a lot of good to keep me hydrated. So yes, so I'm really pleased with that. The other thing that I committed to doing last week was not eating after 6 p.m. Well, I say that I've committed to it a couple of weeks ago, and the reason why I decided to not eat after 6, now I say after 6, it's not strictly 6 o'clock bam cut off, but thereabout. I certainly don't eat any later than 7 o'clock as a rule, but I aim for 6 o'clock as my last meal. So sometimes it runs over about 6:15, 6:30, and and that's fine. But I try and start my dinner after 5, so it's ready, prepared, cooked and ready to eat about 6 o'clock. And the reason I decided to do that was as a form of intermittent fasting. And I've been reading up and learning about intermittent fasting and the impact it has on the body. I decided that intermittent fasting in its entirety wasn't for me, but I could do a modified version of it. So decided that I wasn't going to eat after 6 o'clock or thereabout. What I've noticed since doing this it's been about a month now, is that I wake up in the mornings and I'm not as bloated, and I can turn over easier in bed because I haven't got all of that stuff going around in my stomach trying to get digested. And I wake up feeling more energized. Yeah, definitely more energized in the mornings, whereas sometimes I'd wake up and I'd feel really sluggish and heavy because of that digestion process, and turning over in bed in the middle of the night was uncomfortable because my stomach was so full. So that is definitely a benefit that I've noticed, and I'm going to continue doing that. Now, my fruits and vegetables, I love my fruits and vegetables, and here in the UK the government advises a minimum of 5 portions of fruits and veg a day, and within that more of that portion should be vegetables, but you need a good balance. So I love my fruits and vegetables, but what I'd noticed was I was eating a lot of fruit, and not just a handful of fruit as recommended, but bowlfuls, big bowlfuls, and I would sit and I would graze on them and have them throughout the day as a snack. And whilst the nutritional value is great because there's loads of nutrients and minerals in fruit, they're also high in sugars as well, and being a type 2 diabetic, that's something I have to manage really carefully. So I decided that I'm going to reduce the amount of sugars, or reduce the amount of fruits that I have, to 2 portions, and 2 portions is 2 handfuls a day, and increase my vegetables to 4, 5, 6 portions a day. So that's something that's worked really well for me this week. And as part of that, I've been juicing. So every morning I have a juice, and it's usually with something like spinach or cucumbers, celery, pineapple, an apple, ginger, something like that. So I've been experimenting with different recipes. I will be posting some videos about juicing, so do come back to the channel and check out those videos. In fact, a better idea is to click the subscribe button and the bell, and as soon as I upload a video you'll be notified. So I will be posting my recipes around my juices, and also I've been making a lot of soups as well, and I will share those recipes too. If you're liking this video, give me the thumbs up and click and subscribe whilst you're there. Now, talking about making juices, this is my iced water filled with the pulp of my juices. So when I make my juices in the morning, instead of throwing the pulp away, because that is really good fibre, I put them in an ice cube tray, and I then put it in the freezer, and then throughout the day I will just drop it into my iced water and drink that throughout the day, because there will still be some goodness in there, a little bit of juice, and also some elements of fibre will be floating around in the water. So I don't want to waste anything. Depending what you've made your juices out of, the pulp is also fantastic to put in sauces and to stir in things like cake mix or biscuit mix, because it's a really, really good source of fibre too. So this is my juice, so let's have a little sip. Really refreshing. In this juice I actually used a lot of cucumbers, and I can really taste the cucumbers in there. Celery, spinach, pineapple and ginger, and I can also taste the ginger. So it's worth using the pulp afterwards. The other thing I've been doing is in my water, if I'm just having a regular glass of iced water, I've been putting fruit in there as well, and also herbs, so it just flavours that water. And we've been experiencing some really hot weather here in the UK, so it's just really nice and refreshing to have an alternative to plain water. Now, the other important thing that I've been doing this week is I've been moving more. I've been a lot more active, and that is to create a calorific deficit. And I realised that whilst I was eating healthily and eating lots of good things and staying on track, I wasn't creating a big enough calorific deficit in order to see any significant weight loss. And I think that was one of the reasons why I'd been plateauing. So this week I have increased my activity. I've been doing Tai Chi, which I really, really enjoy. I've been doing those, and that movement actually has really helped with my joints and my shoulders. I get a lot of stiffness in my shoulders and in my hips, and just those gentle exercises has helped to loosen me up a little bit. I've also been doing some walk at home videos, walking a mile right here in my home, put my trainers on, and whatever I've got on, once I've got my trainers on, I just walk at home. So I'll put that video on, and I've really enjoyed that. And the other thing I've done is I've been walking around my local beauty spot, and I've done that a couple of times a week, in addition to doing my gardening. Now, I normally do my garden on a regular basis, but that just wasn't enough of a calorific deficit for me to see a loss. So I think I've really increased that this week. Something else that I've been doing is I have reduced the amount of red meat and ham that I've previously been having. That's not to say I'm never going to have red meat or ham again, or pork, because I do enjoy those foods, but I'm just making a conscious effort to eat less of those. And I am now using more fish in my diet. So last week I did quite a few fish dishes, which was lovely. And also juicing more. And I'm juicing not just for weight loss, but for health. I have a lot of pain. I suffer with a lot of health conditions and ailments, and food is medicine, and I really believe that, and just wanted to restart my journey of using food to heal my body. So I've been using lots of ginger, pineapple, spinach, lots of leafy greens, celery, all of these things, and it's a beginning of a new journey for me. I used to juice years ago, and it fell off the wagon, but I've decided I'm going to start doing that again. So please feel free to follow me on my juicing journey. I will be making lots of juices and posting the recipes, and also posting on Facebook and Instagram. But already, this past week, having regular juices, and to be honest, I've only been juicing since Saturday. I've already noticed the difference and I just feel so much better in myself, and that's just a few days. I'm a tea drinker. I love tea, and as English, we're known for our tea, and I love my tea. But this week, I've been making a conscious effort to reduce the amount of tea that having and replace it with natural teas. So I've been having ginger and lemon. And I love the ginger and lemon. I used to buy ginger and lemon tea bags, and I'm like, let me just get a couple of slices of fresh lemon and a chunk of natural fresh ginger and put some hot water on it, and there I've got my ginger and lemon tea, and I could stir in a spoonful of honey if I wanted to for that sweetness. But yeah, so I'm experimenting with natural teas as well. So again, if you like the sound of that and want to follow my journey around my natural teas, my soups and my juices, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button and the bell. So that has been my week. I set some goals last week and I worked really hard to accomplish them. So how did I do? Let's have a little look. So guys, I am so pleased. I am really pleased with myself. £4 off this week. I'm absolutely delighted. I'm so pleased with myself. £4 off. Now that is I've lost £4 once before in my journey, and that was when I started. So this is now the second time that I've achieved a £4 weight loss, and I'm absolutely delighted. I'm really pleased. So yeah, I'm so excited. I'm really pleased. But you know what? Although I've made those changes to my diet, I've not felt deprived for one moment. I've cooked lots of delicious, tasty, healthy, nutritious meals. I've really enjoyed them. They've left me feeling full and satisfied, and therefore I've not felt the need to snack, because snacking was my thing. I've not felt the need because I'm having nutritious, healthy foods, and I'm drinking plenty of water, plenty of juices as well. One of the things that I consciously decided to do last week was to reduce the amount of salt that I have in my food, because I suffer with a lot of inflammation and I carry a lot of water, and I use a lot of spices in my food, processed spices, and those contain a lot of salt. So again, last week I was reducing the amount of salt that I was using, just making more of a conscious effort and just learning to eat without salt. And it's going to be an adjustment on my taste buds, but it's going to take time, because I realized that the more salt that I'm consuming, it was affecting my joints in terms of the amount of fluid my body was storing. Plus the UK government does have a guideline for how much salt intake we should have on a daily basis. So I wanted to get back to that level and keep my salt intake low. I've also reduced the amount of sugar that I've eaten in terms of artificial sugars, such as sweets and biscuits. I don't take sugar in my tea, haven't done for years, but did eat a lot of sweets and biscuits. And again, because I'm eating such healthy, nutritious foods, it's really satisfied me and it's really helped me to overcome that. So I'm delighted with my 4-pound loss. I'm really happy. And I celebrated this morning with a cup of hot lemon and ginger tea. So that's been my week. It's been a good week. Now the goal is to carry on keeping these changes going and to find ways of improving my diet. So I think for this week, my goal is to continue juicing. I've been having a natural juice every single morning. I still have a breakfast every morning after my juice, and it usually tends to consist of something like eggs or a little bit of carbs. So I'll still continue that. I'm going to continue having more fish and more salads and more greens throughout the day. Using and cooking with a lot less salt and seasonings. I'll probably explore some natural seasonings that I can use in my cooking. And this week I'm going to start having some green smoothies. So looking at a combination of maybe some spinach with some fruit and turning it into a smoothie just to get some extra nutrition in. Keeping up with the water, and I'm going to continue with the activity. So guys, it's been a fabulous week for me. How was your week? I want to know how your week was. Have you weighed in? What was your result? Have you done anything different? Have you tried anything different? How are you doing generally? Are you plateauing? Are you getting back on your journey? Have you had a good result this week? Let me know. Please put your comments in the comment section below and check out my links in the description box. Okay guys, I'm off to make lunch and I will be posting that over on my Instagram and my Facebook account. So join me there and I will see you later. I'll see you next week. Have a fabulous week guys. Thanks for being here. Hi guys, thank you for being here with me on this video as part of my wellness and weight loss journey. We all need support. We all need somebody to share our journey with. So if you need a wellness or weight loss buddy, please feel free to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell, like this video, and more importantly, leave a comment below. So guys, here's a question of the day. What changes have you made this week to help you on your wellness and weight loss journey? Leave a comment below and let me know. Have a great week guys. See you soon.